Well, I had to get rid of that computer I watched the episode on. Even after completing reformatting, it never worked correctly. The episode file could never be deleted from it, and it kept opening on its own. I wiped the hard drive clean several times, and the episode wouldn't go away. The sound of the control didn't work, and it was a laptop, but the power never seemed to run out, and I couldn't get it to turn off. I was trying to keep the computer just so I can have the copy of the episode, but looking as it was making me nervous on keeping it, I had a recurring nightmare of the several events in a row. The episode was playing, but instead of the photorealistic Bart's corpse, it was myself at 10 years old. I found a picture of myself at 10, and the nightmare was closer than it's my own memory had. I swear, that picture of myself at 10 dead started flashing on my computer screen so quickly that I could never be so sure. After that, I destroyed my computer. I haven't been able to get the episode out of my head though, and decided to do more research to try and understand it. I found a new people online who seemed to know about it, and apparently the episode aired once in a suburb of Portland, Oregon. I have a cousin who was watching The Simpsons during the first season, lives around there, so I asked him if he remembered the episode. He asked me on how I knew about it, and it was a nightmare I have had, only for his parents about it. And I was only a few years old at the time. And I told him about the episode I saw, and people who first remember it, even though that happened a few years ago. He thought I was just pulling a prank on him when I got him to look online for the posts about it. He screamed and hung up. He hasn't responded to any attempts I made contact with him since. Determined to get to the bottom of this, I kept searching online. I found someone who said that they had a tape and would sell it to me. I was nervous, but determined to find out the truth about this and end the matter. I bought the tape as well as a really old cheap TV VCR, since I had a feeling that neither would be the same after I watched the episode. The episode was pretty much just the same as the file I downloaded. I didn't want to say anymore. This wasn't worth it, and I give everything to go back, and now I felt that I had the computer with the files scouring me. I destroyed the tape, but it didn't help. The commercials on the tape, I don't remember them. They were monsters from my dreams, and I had never told anyone about. The news promos about tragedies that hadn't happened yet. Surreal computer-generated animation that from would have been possible in 1980s, or now, for that matter. A former friend watched it for me, but he saw completely different things. With one exception, there was seemingly live news reports from June 6, 2013. In a complete monotone, he recited the details as millions of people having died in their sleep, some of them waking up after a few seconds first, rambling incoherently about something that people could only piece together had something to do with the nightmares. I'm sure you could figure out what date was on the tombstones of the currently alive celebrities. There was one difference of the episode itself. Though the joke Homer did was completely clear out of his version. When it zooms in on Homer's face, while looking at Bart's eyes, he said, if we're all that lucky."